Kristen. This is like seriously my favorite pillow. You brought this in for another show one time, and I took a picture of it and made it my profile picture.
It was up there a minute ago.
Yeah, and I think I can't remember if it was my dad that was like, "What the fuck is that?" I'm like, "It's me with a big vagina." But I don't know why. It just makes me so happy. It apparently made a lot of other people happy on that page. There's so many guys that were just like,
it's all satiny and like it's like
and then it's got little roses.
Does it have little
Yep.
roses?
Yep.
Shut up. That's amazing.
It's so amazeballs. I love this pillow so much. And I know so many people that were like, where do I get it? How do I find it? All right.
At the pleasure chest.
You're so excited about
Step
this.
in through. Yeah, no, of course.
Don't let me do this because I will hurt myself and others.
Oh, just anywhere?
Then you're going to hook the side.
I'm going to hook.
So you guys that
I'm
are
hooking.
just listening,
There you
Laura's
go.
trying to figure it
There
out
you
right
go.
now.
Take the back of it and bring it around, the corset part.
Oh, here, baby.
There you go. Yeah,
There,
see?
like that.
And
Perfect.
the quick and easy way to get
Oh,
into
the
a
leather on
harness
this is really nice.
is to
Very
have
nice.
one side open, so you can step in, and then all you have to do is tighten that one side. Because
Oh.
otherwise, it's like you're waiting like 20 minutes, and
That
then
would
you're
suck.
over it.
Yeah, it's like lacing up roller skates.
Yeah.
It's also
Oh,
a
it
good
looks
thing
very
to wet.
nice on
Very
you.
cute.
It does
Look
look
at
good
that.
on
Do a
you.
little turnaround.
Look at that.
How does it feel to have a cock?
I would
Feels
never want a
lighty.
cock. I have to tell you,
You feel
I would never. Does it really?
Yeah, you should try it on.
No, I'm gonna hurt myself. I'm not.
It's a very strange thing to be able to say, you should try on my dick.
It's Gorge Mouse.
It's
I've
pretty
actually tried on.
fantastic.
I've actually worn a strap on before. I'm not. A knob.
Really?
Where did you wear this to?
Do
it was 'cause
tell.
my
Share
friend
with the
had
class.
one, and I was like, "What is this?" And then she was like, "Here, same thing you guys did. Here, put it on." It was the same thing, but it was not anywhere near as nice as this one.
Yeah.
It was more
I mean,
like
that's really
this.
nice leather.
It was more like this. I like the leather though.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very nice, that one.
Now,
the
does
spare
it get
parts
messed
is-
up with anything? Like, are they easy to clean and stuff? Does anything get on the leather?
Silicone is always easy to clean with just like soap and water.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking about the other stuff. Like, how do you care
What
for
other
your
stuff?
strap on? The grommets, the leather.
I think that a good rule of thumb is if you are a person that's fucking many people all the time and you can't properly clean your leather harness, to maybe get one that you can wash.
Is this a washable one?
That's
See?
a washable one.
Yeah,
So
the spare
okay.
parts.
Yeah,
you
if
can
you're
just
So my
super-
friend was a
yeah.
bimbo.
If you're
Look at
super
that.
whoring yourself out, then maybe you should stay away from
Dude,
the
this
leather.
has got like breathable mesh. This is like you are not fucking around.
That's like the
But
tennis
you
shoe
are.
of harnesses. Like you can literally like wear it
12 hours.
or
Really?
long. Yeah,
Go
many
for
days.
it.
Wow.
Look at feel.
I would be
that's
impressed.
the part that's against their skin.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Although this is not like a scratch and sniff show that people can actually feel it, but yeah, I
it
like
feels
this.
okay. It feels like a bicycle seat. Well, it does.
It's not going to hurt as much to ride, though.
Yeah. Exactly. You're funny.
What else do you have over there? You got a bunch of little
Yeah,
toys.
these are more harnesses. These are leather harnesses. This one is another Aslan harness, so it's a really
it's called
soft.
Aslan.
That's who makes it. Yeah, yeah.
That's such an
but this
awesome
is a
name.
little bit more of the kind of utilitarian one.
I was gonna say that's very like
Leather daddy,
hardcore,
yeah.
leather daddy
Yeah.
look, yeah.
Yeah, I think that the black leather has just gotten really fetishized. You know,
Yeah.
like people will come in and they just want a black leather harness. You know, like it's just come to mean.
My grandma does that all the time.
I actually think I might have helped your grandma.
We
Wait,
have
now
a
what's the
little-
deal with that one? How it has? Wait,
What is this?
These
Shut
are little
up!
underwear style ones.
Oh my god!
Does it
Aren't
stay
they
on
cute?
as well?
Yes,
Though?
How
yes, they're very
cute are those?
supportive and work very well. And
They do?
yes, they do. And you know, it's funny for all those young dykes out there that really want to buy a harness
For the
and
young
a
dyke.
dildo. You can actually buy a pair of little boy tidy whities, and the cock is rather supported through the little
pee
hole.
hole.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's what a lot
So
of
that's kind of what this
college
is
students
designed
do.
after the rodeo.
Oh,
Oh my god!
And it's kind of like
it does hang there.
Hilarious.
Yeah. And you can just wear it out. You can be ready to go.
You just wear it out, to church,
Yeah, you tuck it in.
to Starbucks,
Oh, you tuck
as
in
one
your...
does.
You tuck in the cock if you want it. We call that hard packing in the lesbian community.
Oh,
When you pack,
I
ready to
learned
go.
something new.
This is fantastic.
You should
Hard
ask your
packing.
friend if they soft pack or hard pack.
See, the thing
They'll be
is
like,
that
you know a
Or
lot.
six
they
pack.
just wanted to
Like
get
6
a song.
dildos.
And I was like, I really was trying to understand, like, you want a flaccid wiener on you all day? Like, I had just was like, isn't having...
I don't really understand that.
No, either. Because I just think vaginas are awesome. So, I mean, I would think that
Yeah, I have
having
one.
balls and stuff
I'm a
would
big
be
fan of mine.
convenient. Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Wow, we got so much in common.
So what's another stereotype question?
Oh, jeez. About porn.
Oh.
You know, it's interesting because people ask me, it's like, you know, obviously men are big fans of watching girl-on-girl porn. And I had a guy that was asking me what women like to watch for porn. Is girl-on-girl porn as enticing?
That's it's a really hard question, and actually, I think that we talk about this a lot at the Pleasure Chest when we're picking up products because you can't really. There is not one stereotype for anybody
Exactly
on who likes to watch what. But I have to say that it is kind of a joke in the lesbian community that lesbians like to watch gay male porn.
Mm-hmm.
Do they?
Yeah.
I remember that movie, that Kids Are All Right. They
Yes,
had that
is
whole
actually
thing.
kind of
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why do they
Why?
like to watch gay male porn?
I think there's something about the way that gender is performed that's really hot. You know, like it's like taking masculinity to this like really heightened level, and it's like you don't get any of the like stupid plot of
That's
straight
true.
porn. You just really get right to it, which
That's
can
true.
be nice.
But you
And
don't get
so-
to see them with the pizza or anything like that.
Yeah, you just don't have to deal with that.
That's really fun. Yeah, you just go straight to the
Yeah.
sex.
But there's a lot of really good queer porn that's being made right now. You know, like there's some San Francisco companies that are making a lot of like women or trans queer folks
Mhm.
producing porn for other women, queer folks, trans folks. And that's really awesome to see because it's, you know, people who are really enjoying fucking each other. And the chemistry comes through. So it's nice that there's more of that out there now.
What do you think are the biggest myths that are out there that you have that you feel like you end up debunking the most?
Lesbian bed death.
Lesbian
What?
bed death.
What's that mean?
What?
Have you not heard of
What?
this?
No.
Oh, yeah.
This
no,
is bigger
there's
than the U-Haul. This
Yeah.
goes with the U-Haul conversation.
yeah.
I am
Go
so...
on.
There's a theory that after about 3 months that women stop having sex with each other.
Huh.
That you just don't, like, without the man in the relationship, that you can't really sustain the sexual connection
That's
and
the
desire.
stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
But is it true? Does that really happen?
I mean, I think that there is, without having, a biological male with a lot of testosterone there constantly trying to stick something inside of you, I think that women, after maybe a couple years, tend to have, like, lesbians do talk about lesbian bed death. But, Sarah, you were talking about I think a study about how women and the, like, what they produce.
There
and
is some chemical bonding
Yeah.
supposedly that happens. There have been studies
Mhm.
out there that over time that your the hormones that are really driving your libido do decrease because
Yeah.
there's different bonding that can happen between women. But I mean, I think generally speaking, in a straight couple, in a lesbian couple, you're dealing with the same issues. When
Yeah.
you're around a partner all day, every day,
Yeah.
it's like maintaining that spontaneity can be difficult. And
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
think
I-
it's unique to lesbians.
No, because I mean,
No, I
I'm in
agree
a
with
straight
that.
couple and I don't have sex as much as we had sex in the beginning.
Right.
And that's okay. It's just that I don't know if I would want to keep up that momentum forever. That sounds exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think people go through levels of libido within their lives, and,
Yeah.
and I had a friend of mine that used to always say, you know, when you're with someone, you know, especially for years, it goes, you know, hot, hot, cold, cold, warm, cold, hot. You know, it's like it does this.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're actually in a relationship, the thing you have to remember is that it's like you have to work at it constantly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like a muscle. It atrophies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't think that that's different from any other type of relationship. But I do think it's interesting that I've never heard
I
that
know
before.
gay
That's so
men that
bizarre
don't
to
have
me.
sex anymore either.
What?
Like I know
Really?
gay couples that they don't have as much sex like long term either.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's a stereotype with gay men also
Yeah.
that most gay men
Yeah.
are non-monogamous and they're constantly fucking.
Yeah.
And so then if you're in a monogamous, you know,
I'm a gay man.
gay
No,
man, gay man relationship, and also maybe you don't even like anal sex, which that's a stereotype too. That
There's
all
a
gay
lot
men
of
have anal
I have a
sex.
couple of gay couple friends that they don't really like anal sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens.
I know.
Like it's funny, and I had that conversation with a friend of mine, a man who's gay, and he was like, "What? They don't have anal sex?" And it was like, and he thought that I was crazy. He thought I was making it up. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you what they just don't have anal sex. It's not their thing, and he just thought I was nuts. It's like, okay, I'm backing out of this one. You know, you guys can fight it out. Jesus Christ.
Last time I checked, guys really like getting their dick sucked. So, I mean, I don't know.
This is news to me.
Yeah, right?
I love this show. I learned something new.
I love this lesbian bed death, though. That's a great term.
Right? I know. You know what I want to go back to, too, is this is the other thing. You know, obviously, this like those. I hear this all the time about, you're gay, so, obviously I have the right guy to fuck you, and all. It's so stupid. But, and I know that you were with men first, right?
Yes. Well, probably women, when I was young, the first time I had sex was with a girl, and we were girls, and then I think in my teenage years, and I lost my virginity, because you think about losing your virginity as a penis in a vagina.
Right.
But really, I probably lost my virginity way before that.
Right.
And then, it was just kind of like different eras. Men and then women, and then I just kind of was like, I just am really drawn to women more. I feel like the emotional bonding is deeper. The fucking is more interesting.
How so?
I feel like, and this is a stereotype, I know, but I feel like with men, there has been, it feels like it's constantly like I am a masturbation sleeve. Like all he wants to do is stick his cock in one of my holes, and it will take about 5 minutes, and then it will be done. And I feel like I feel like with, at least for me, sex that I've had with women is usually much longer and much more interesting, and bringing a lot more like toys and power plays and gender and all of that is just hotter for me.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
How about you, Sarah?
Yeah, I mean, I have had sex with men, but for the most part, I think once I sort of realized, like, oh, wait, no, the thing that really turns me on is women. And I think I partner better with women. Mm-hmm. Like, I could see myself maybe at some point in my life, like, having sex with men again. But it's not, I can't ever see myself partnering with a man. And I do, like, I hear what you're saying in terms of, like women's orgasm cycles are more complicated. I mean, achieving orgasm is a lot more complicated for women than it is for men. So you do have to get creative, and like learning each other's bodies is always a part of it. Like that's not necessarily a given when you're sleeping with a man. Like it's not like, okay, let's really figure out what it's going to take here. It's like, okay, how long do I have to wait before I get inside you? I feel like is, definitely like at least if you're just having a one night stand with someone, like they're not really going to commit to, oh, what is your orgasm cycle? Let me figure it out. It's just not necessarily part of the equation. So,
And does sex happen? I mean, I feel like with a lot of men, they consider that like sex is about penis in some hole. That like, does it ever not include penis?
I would say there are a lot of men that are like that, but I have to say it's that has not been my experience. In my recent, in the past decade or so, I would say that there are a lot of men that are out there now that have this new amazing superhero quality, which is listening.
Oh my god!
I know, it's shocking, and that get turned on by turning me on. And I find that to be incredibly sexy. But I do know, at least, I don't know if it's a generational thing or things that have changed.
Also, there's a lot of, it is a generational change because
I remember going to high school and they were dicks.
There's a lot of men being raised by women.
Uh-huh.
There's just a lot of social changes, and they're going to affect our bedrooms.
Yeah, and it may be too that the women that are growing up now are a little stronger and a little more like, hey, my orgasm is just as important as yours, motherfucker. So you gotta get down there.
I think
spend some time. Make them all
I also
happy.
think it's as you get older, you get less afraid of asking what you want as well. Like when I was young in my 20s, I would have been totally afraid to say what I wanted.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I remember. Yeah, when I was first starting out with sex, I just felt like a hole in a heartbeat. I mean, like you were saying, right?
Yeah,
exactly. And now it's like, hello, buried treasure,
honestly,
my
the
friend.
guys get sick of just fucking a hole in a heartbeat too. Like they want that connection as well. Like it kind of shifts. Yeah.
Men have changed. I also feel like the whole the thing that was for me that was like the breaking point is after being with a guy for a certain period of time and like a year or so, and I really hate jizz. Like inside my vagina is like really gross. I have to. It's one of those things where it's like I have to now get up and go like wash myself, or I'm gonna, in the morning I'm gonna like dripping down my legs.
Just take
so
that
cute.
out of context.
That's so cute.
Just like the thought for the day is, I really hate jizz.
Except now in my childbearing
funny.
years, I find myself actually maybe even thinking